we will study about the remaining part of the lesson which we have studied yesterday. Remaining part of the lesson we have to learn now itself. Remaining part of the lesson we have to study now. 7th class. Remaining part of the lesson. Now we have to learn about Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan we have to study about Muhammad Gawan. Actually, Muhammad Gawan Muhammad Gawan was not a king. He was the prime minister of Sultan Muhammad. He was the prime minister of Sultan Muhammad. He was the prime minister of Sultan Muhammad. But during the time of Muhammad Gawan, what happened? That we have to think. During the time or during the days of Muhammad Gawan, what happened? During the time or during the days of Muhammad Gawan, during this particular time, Bahmani dynasty began to develop. Bahmani dynasty began to develop far better than in any other time. During the time or during the days of Muhammad Gawan, dynasty began to develop far better than in any other time. Muhammad Shah was the king of Bahmani dynasty during this time, Muhammad Shah. Then, under Muhammad Shah, Muhammad Gawan began to work. Under Muhammad Shah, Muhammad Gawan began work as the prime minister of Muhammad Shah. It was clear. During the time of Muhammad Shah, during the time of Muhammad Shah III, what happened? Historians did not say anything about this king, but historians are telling only about Muhammad Gawan. They are telling only about Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan was the architect of Bahmani kingdom, it is said. Historians are telling that Muhammad Gawan was the architect of which one? Muhammad Gawan was the architect of Bahmani dynasty. That was a speciality, Muhammad Gawan. He was the architect of Bahmani dynasty. Then we have to learn and we have to understand another thing also. Another thing we have learned or we have to understand. Another thing we have learned and understand. During the time of Muhammad Gawan, the policy of expansion was there. Before Muhammad Gawan, what was there? Before Muhammad Gawan, what actually happened? That we have to learn. Before Muhammad Gawan, Bahmani kingdom was somewhat small before Muhammad Ghawan. Bahmani kingdom was small before Muhammad Ghawan. Bahmani kingdom was small. It was Muhammad Ghawan who started the policy of expansion. The policy of expansion or the policy of territorial attack was started by Muhammad Ghawan. Muhammad Ghawan began to attack and defeat the neighboring kings. Muhammad Ghawan began to attack and defeat the neighboring kings. Muhammad Ghawan began or Muhammad Ghawan started to attack and defeat the neighboring kings. Muhammad Ghawan. He started to attack and defeat the neighboring kings. This was another case. So, the policy of territorial expansion was started by Muhammad Ghawan inside the kingdom. All the other rulers of South India were afraid of Muhammad Ghawan. All the kings of South India were afraid of Muhammad Ghawan during this time. They were really afraid of Muhammad Ghawan. Muhammad Ghawan attacked and defeated the neighboring kings. So, once more I will tell you children, we are studying about Bahmani Sultans or we are learning about Bahmani Kingdom. Then what is that? Yesterday we studied about Firoz Shah, Tajuddin Firoz Shah. About Tajuddin Firoz Shah we studied. Now we have to learn about another great ruler, another great leader of Bahmani dynasty, Muhammad Ghawan. We have to understand one thing. What do we have to understand? We have to learn or we have to understand one thing, that Muhammad Ghawan was not a king. That we should learn. Muhammad Ghawan was not at all a king. Muhammad Ghawan was the prime minister of Bahmani Sultan known as Muhammad Shah. Muhammad Ghawan was the prime minister of Muhammad Shah. He was the Bahmani Sultan during the days of Muhammad Ghawan. Muhammad Ghawan used another method. Which method? Muhammad Ghawan used that we have to think. Which method Muhammad Ghawan used? He followed the policy of territorial expansion. Territorial expansion means Muhammad Ghawan had a very big army of his own. He had a very big army of his own. With that army, he attacked and defeated his enemies. Muhammad Ghawan. He attacked and defeated his enemies. That is speciality of Muhammad Ghawan. During the time of Muhammad Ghawan, the boundaries of Bahmani kingdom during the time of Muhammad Ghawan, the boundaries of Bahmani kingdom was far more developed than any other time. That is speciality of Bahmani kingdom. See, we have to learn about the specialities of Muhammad Gawan now. See, Muhammad Gawan attacked and conquered so many areas. The specialities of Muhammad Gawan we are reading. All these areas were attacked and conquered by whom? By Muhammad Gawan. Hubli or Hubballi, Goa, Belagavi areas. All these areas were attacked and conquered by Muhammad Gawan. What is that? Before Muhammad Gawan, what actually happened? Before Muhammad Gawan, Hubballi, Belagavi, Goa areas were not coming under the custody of Bahmani kingdom. So, Muhammad Gawan followed the policy of territorial expansion. Dear children, you should learn. Dear children, you should learn the meaning of territorial expansion. Dear children, we have to learn the meaning of territorial expansion. Increasing the boundaries of the kingdom are known as territorial expansion. Increasing the boundaries of the kingdom are known as territorial expansion. So during the time of Muhammad Gawan, Hubballi, Belagavi, Goa areas came under the custody of Bahmani kingdom. This was the real speciality. Then another speciality means, I'll tell you another speciality. Vijayanagar kings were ruling over India during this time. Vijayanagar kings. They were equally powerful that of Bahmani sultans. They were equally powerful. Then what happened? Vijayanagar kings during this time, what they did? Vijayanagar kings also used the method of or policy of territorial expansion. Vijayanagar kings. They followed the policy of territorial expansion. Then, frequent wars, war means yudha, continuous or frequent war was there between Vijayanagar kingdom and Bahmani kingdom. Frequent wars, continuous or frequent war was there between Vijayanagar kingdom and Bahmani kingdom. Frequent or continuous war was there between Vijayanagar kingdom and Bahmani kingdom. Continuous war. Continuous war was there between Vijayanagar kingdom and Bahmani kingdom. And during the time of Muhammad Gawan, Bahmani sultans, they defeated Vijayanagar sultans. And this was a historical incident. This was a great incident for them. This was a great incident for Muhammad Gawan. Majority of the areas of Vijayanagar kingdom fell under the custody of Bahmani kingdom during the time of Muhammad Gawan. Another speciality was also there. Islamic rules were there. Islamic rules. Muhammad Gawan ruled Bahmani Kingdom according to Islamic rules. What is the meaning of this one? That we have to think. According to Islamic rules, or on the basis of Islamic rules, Muhammad Gawan ruled over the kingdom. This was another speciality of Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan told that. Muhammad Gawan clearly told that he was the representative of the God. Muhammad Gawan told that he was sent to the earth by God. He again told that he is not responsible to anyone. He again told that. What is that? He again told that he is not at all responsible to anyone. He is not at all responsible to anyone. He is responsible only to the Lord. So, this was another speciality of Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan's another speciality was this one. He told that he is the representative of God. And inside the kingdom, he followed or he used Islamic rules. Inside the kingdom, he used or he followed Islamic rules. Islamic rules were followed by him inside the kingdom. Inside the kingdom, he followed Islamic rules. Islamic rules. And according to Islamic rules, he began to rule over the kingdom. Then nobles. Nobles. So many rich nobles were there inside the kingdom. Nobles. What is the meaning of nobles? Nobles were those people who had money and who had army of their own. They are known by the name nobles. They are known by the name nobles. Rich nobles were there inside the kingdom. Rich nobles were there inside the kingdom. Rich nobles were there inside the kingdom. Before Muhammad Gawan, these nobles were even challenging. They were even challenging the kings. Nobles were challenging even the kings. Then what happened? Muhammad Gawan controlled even the powerful nobles. Powerful nobles were clearly controlled by Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan clearly controlled, or Muhammad Gawan really controlled the rich nobles also. Muhammad Gawan clearly, or Muhammad Gawan really controlled the rich nobles also. This was another speciality of Muhammad Gawan. Then, code. Muhammad Gawan told that a code of conduct will be there. All the rich people in the palace should salute him. He told. All the rich people in the palace should salute him. That was the opinion or that was the idea of Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan told to all the rich people in the palace that palace means Aramani. All the rich people should salute him. That was the idea of Muhammad Gawan. That was the real idea of Muhammad Gawan. Once more I will tell you. What I told in the beginning, I told you clearly one thing that Muhammad Gawan was not a king. Muhammad Gawan was not at all a king. Then who was Muhammad Gawan? Muhammad Gawan was the prime minister of Muhammad Shah III, who was a Bahmani Sultan. Then what happened? Then Muhammad Gawan introduced so many new policies on. Muhammad Gawan introduced so many reforms. Muhammad Gawan introduced so many reforms inside the kingdom. Muhammad Gawan introduced so many reforms. First one, he attacked and conquered Hubli, Goa, Belgavi areas. These areas were not under the Bahmani kingdom in the earlier beginning time. During the beginning time, these areas were not under. In the beginning, these areas were not under the Bahmani kingdom before Muhammad Gawan. This was one specialty. But Muhammad Gawan attacked and conquered these areas. And he defeated the Vijayanagara kings. Just like Bahmani kingdom, Vijayanagara kingdom was also a highly developed kingdom. Muhammad Gawan defeated the Vijayanagara kings. All the administration inside the kingdom, all the ruling mob, all the administration inside the kingdom was based on Islamic rules. It was based on Islamic rules that all the administration was going on inside the kingdom. Islamic rules they used. He controlled the powerful nobles. Nobles means rich people. He controlled the powerful nobles who were there inside the kingdom. Code of conduct. Inside the palace or inside the Aramana, Muhammad Gawan followed his own policies. He told to all the people inside the kingdom that what he told them, everybody should respect him. Inside the kingdom, everybody should respect him. That was the idea of Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan introduced an excellent or well-developed postal system inside the kingdom. Before Muhammad Gawan, postal system was not at all developed. But Muhammad Gawan developed the postal system of Bahmani kingdom. He started a well-developed postal system of his own. So, transport and communication systems. Transport and communication systems inside the kingdom began developing. Transport and communication systems, because he already developed the postal system of Bahmani kingdom. Postal system. Tax. He began to collect tax from the people. He began to collect tax from the people. Tax. He began to collect tax from the farmers. Collection of tax from the farmers was based on fertility of the land. What is the meaning of fertility? That we have to think. Fertility. Fertility means phalam. Fertility of the land was there. So he began to collect. Muhammad Gawan. What is that? Inside the Bahmani kingdom during the time of Muhammad Gawan, agriculture was the main occupation of the people. Agriculture. He began to collect tax from the farmers based on fertility of the land. I will tell you what is the meaning of fertility. What is fertile land? For example, near the river, imagine that you have some land. Near the river, that land is very fertile. That land is very, very fertile. You are getting more and more crops from that land. More crops. If you are cultivating, for example, half quintal of rice there, paddy, aki, tellu, you may get sometimes 20 quintals from there. So, some lands are not good. Some agricultural lands are not good. Some agricultural lands are good. So what is that? So if some lands are good, from those lands, what is that? If some lands are good, from those lands, what is that? If some lands are good, from those lands, what is that? They began to collect. Muhammad Gawan began to collect more and more tax. They began to collect more and more tax. They began to collect more and more tax from those lands. And he first of all introduced the method of collecting tax in cash. He began to collect, what he began to do? He began to collect the tax in the form of cash. In the form of cash, he began to collect the tax in the form of cash. This was another specialty. Before Muhammad Gawan, tax was not at all collected in the form of cash, in the form of items, in the form of goods. Only things were collecting tax. Then what happened? It was Muhammad Gawan who started to collect agricultural tax in the form of cash. This was another specialty. This was another reform which was introduced by Muhammad Gawan in the land of India. Muhammad Gawan. Or this reform was introduced by Muhammad Gawan inside the Bahmani kingdom. This reform was introduced by Muhammad Gawan inside the Bahmani kingdom. This was introduced by Muhammad Gawan inside the Bahmani kingdom. Inside the Bahmani kingdom. This was another speciality. This was another most important speciality. Then, eighth one means Madrasa. What is the meaning of Madrasa? Madrasa means Muslim educational centers are known by the name Madrasa. Muslim educational centers are known as Madrasa. Then what is that? In Bida he started this Madrasa. In Bida only he started this Madrasa. Bida. What I told at the beginning, I told you. The capital is Rajasthan. The capital of which one? The capital of Bahmani Sultans in India was which one? The capital of Bahmani Sultans in India was which one? First of all, Kalburgi. Later, the capital was shifted to Bida. This was a specialty. Later, capital was shifted to Bida. So, in Bida, Muhammad Gawan started one madrasa for teaching the students. Here, the education was based on Islamic rules. All the branches of knowledge were here. All the branches of knowledge were taught here. All the branches of knowledge. Astronomy, theology, geography, mathematics, science, all the branches of knowledge, all the subjects were here. All the subjects were here. All the subjects were here in the land of Bida Madrasa. He started one hostel also. Hostel. Free education was here for the poor children inside the Bahmani kingdom. Free education was there for the poor children who were there inside the Bahmani kingdom. Free education. Hostel facility and free education, hostel facility and free education were there in this madrasa. So many children were living in this madrasa. So many children were living in the madrasa. So other rulers of India, what did they do? Other rulers of India began to copy or other rulers of India began to follow the ideas of Muhammad Gawan. Now also historians are telling that. What they are telling? Now also historians are telling that the madrasa which was started by Muhammad Gawan, the madrasa which was started by Muhammad Gawan is an inspiration or it was a model to all the other rulers of India. The madrasa which was started by Muhammad Gawan is a model to all the rulers of India. It is a model to all the rulers of India. It was a model to all the rulers of India. Some other rulers also began to establish education centers like Muhammad Gawan's Bidar Madrasa. Like Bidar Madrasa. Like Bidar Madrasa. This was another specialty. Then, what happened? Enemies. During this time, Muhammad Gawan got so many enemies. Chatru. Why Muhammad Gawan got so many enemies? That we have to think. Muhammad Gawan. How he got so many enemies? Muhammad Gawan got so many enemies of his own enemies. How he got? Because before Muhammad Gawan, the nobles or the rich people had more power inside the kingdom. But Muhammad Gawan controlled all the nobles. Muhammad Gawan controlled all the nobles or landlords. He controlled all the nobles or landlords. Who controlled Muhammad Gawan? Muhammad Gawan controlled all the nobles and landlords. Then what happened? He controlled all the nobles and landlords. Then what is that? They became very angry. They told some wrong things to whom? They told some wrong things to whom? They told some wrong things to the king, Muhammad Shah III. Muhammad Shah believed all the idea or the opinions of the enemies of Muhammad Gawan. At last, king arrested Muhammad Gawan and killed him. Muhammad Gawan was killed by the king Muhammad Shah. On the tomb, Smashana, Kabarstan, on the Smashana of the tomb of Muhammad Gawan, it is written. What is written? Poor or innocent Muhammad Gawan was killed. Innocent or poor Muhammad Gawan was killed. Once more I will tell. Muhammad Gawan introduced or Muhammad Gawan started well-developed postal system here. Muhammad Gawan started well-developed postal system inside the kingdom. As a result of that, Bahmani kingdom began a tax system. Tax means inside the Bahmani kingdom. What was that? Inside the Bahmani kingdom. Inside the Bahmani kingdom, agriculture was the main occupation of the people. Inside the Bahmani kingdom, agriculture was the main occupation of the people inside the Bahmani kingdom. And Muhammad Gawan began to collect tax from the people based on the fertility of the land. Some lands may be good, some may be bad. Based on fertility, he began to collect. He began to collect tax in cash in the form of money. He established one madrasa in Bidar. Bidar was the capital of Bahmani. There, all the subjects he was teaching, or he appointed teachers to teach all the subjects. Hostel facility was there. Hostel facility was there for the poor children of Babali kingdom. Free food and accommodation was there for the poor children. All the subjects were there. Children lived there and began to learn about all the subjects. Muhammad Gawan had so many enemies. They told so many bad things to whom? So many bad things to King Muhammad Shah. King Muhammad Shah arrested him and killed him. King Muhammad Shah arrested him and killed him. On the tomb, on the Qabristan of Muhammad Shah, it is written, poor Muhammad Gawan was killed. Dear children, I think you are able to follow today's video. Thank you.